I think art should definitely be appealing to the audience. It's all about the audience and it's like their interpretation of the art. So the art has to have like a strong message. Um, Going back to being appealable, I feel like a person looks at an artwork if it attracts them. So it needs to be relatable. So connecting to that, it has to like be timeless in a way where it could connect to the audience in any given time period.
I don't think art should necessarily look any specific way. I think it all depends on what the artist wants to create. And I think art just has to provoke some sort of emotion, but what it necessarily represents, I guess, is up to the artist and up to the people looking at it.
Art's whatever appeals to the mind.
I believe that art should look like anything. Like it's just up to the artist and like whatever they want to create and like express themselves with.
Um, so for me, I think art should make you question something, and I think art is working and it's having a positive effect on someone when they look at it and they have to kind of like do a double take.
Today's art styles are definitely different than how they were in the previous centuries. Before, they're more timid, more I want to say organic. Their color scheme was more neutral. They aren't as bright and as abstract as they are now, as you can see like many museums like in LACMA, MoCA, so on and so forth. Like artists have definitely gone out of the box to appeal to their audiences.
I really like sculpture type art and like art that you can interact with. Um, so yeah, I think those are cool. Some art I don't understand, but I mean, I don't think that that like makes it less important.
Well, I went to LACMA once, but I couldn't really understand. I couldn't grasp up my mind around the art.
So I do like contemporary art. I think it's like intriguing to look at and it's just like it's different.
Um, I think modern art styles that you see around in museums now and not old museums, I think that I like it a lot more than older pieces of artwork just because of the social commentary that's happening. I think it's really having a positive effect on the social aspects of like civilization, whereas the older pieces of art was just kind of like something pretty to look at.
I prefer Maro's piece over Ellen June's. I feel like Maro's piece definitely attracts me because it's kind of that comparison of the organic mountains with the geometric shape of their circle, and those coming together like they kind of clash. And I like how open and how simple it is, and how you could still look through it and look at the view.
I like Maro's designs more just because I like the simplicity of it and I like that it's out in nature for like everybody to see and it looks like you can like, I don't know, interact with it, climb on it, touch it, whereas like the other ones, they just seem very intricate and like, I don't know, like too much.
I liked Ellen's because you could see that she could really put time into it. The Moro one, pretty boring.
So I like Ellen's work. Is that her name? Yeah. Yeah, I like Ellen's works better because it looks like it's more skillful and it's putting on twists into things that we've all seen. And the other work just looks like it's too plain and simple and just like doesn't seem like it fits where it's being placed.
I like Ellen's artwork better because it seems to have more of a meaning and more personal to her as an artist, whereas Maro's sculptures, it's kind of like simplistic, and I can see why other people would like that more because you don't really have to think about it, and it just kind of like the first like shock of awe that you get from looking at those pieces around the landscape. But for me personally, I like the stories behind Ellen's artwork.
So now seeing Ellen's purpose, I can see how skillful she is at her artwork and how much time she puts into integrating this idea of animals and its environment with nature. I could see why people would be intrigued with Maro's work since it is more abstract.
I appreciate the amount of work that she puts in, and they're obviously very detailed and very beautiful. I just think for my personal style, I like Morrow more, just because, I don't know, I like what he's doing more. I like the simplicity, and I like how it's out in nature.
I really like Moro now because he's recreating the world by making a simple circle exemplify the surroundings of the plants. It blew my mind.
Definitely still like Ellen's work more, but now that I know Maro's like point behind his work, I like respect it and it's pretty good.
After you showed me what each of their artwork means, I think I appreciate Morrow's like a little bit more, even though I kind of could already see his purpose just looking at it for the first time. But I think like for a lot of other people, hearing that will like, I don't know, like bring up his work a lot more